Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. God bless you. I know I'm drinking this coffee. It's not water, but in all fairness, I already drank my water today. I'm going to continue to drink some water throughout the day. I haven't done a video like this in a minute, and I just wanted to come on. Hold on one second. I just wanted to come on and do a quick YouTube video for y'all, man, because I know, I got some people that's watching, cross watchers, pocket watchers, ninja watchers, haters. And I also do have some people that actually do like what I post, but, because of, their position, they might be trying to remain anonymous, or, they might be trying to watch me in secret, so that way, they may think that by watching me in secret that I don't uh, acknowledge the fact that they're watching to give me any type of ideas. But the fact of the matter is that, and other content creators and stuff like that, people in the spirit realm and in the soul tribe, I know they're watching, and I can tell by the depth of their content. So it's all love. And, I like to see that. I like to see people grow. I don't need your credit, God gives me the credit because it comes from your mouth, to the world's, ears, and everyone can hear it. And, I know, I'm not God by any stretch of the imagination, or, I'm in no way God, Jesus, or anything like that. But the God in me, the spirit, that God gave me, understands the spirit that I put out there. So if I hear somebody saying certain things, or the way they talk, or even just some of maybe their train of thought, I can see like, oh, okay, and it vibes with me so well. I'm like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? And even if they're not watching my stuff, I know that they're probably, thinking differently because of maybe comments I put into their comment section, and things like that. I'm in no way perfect, I'm a very flawed person. But one thing that I do have is deep rooted faith. I won't say unwavering, because I have wavered, but deep rooted. So this message, I primarily want to talk about the fact that, and again, oh, these haters, you got haters, right? Oh, you got haters, right? Big surprise. Yes, you got haters, but the what I really want to focus on is the fact that through all the hatred, if you anything like me, if you have that deep rooted faith that no matter what you go through, how much kicking and screaming you do, how much uh hooping and hollering and crying and lamentations and gnashing of teeth that you do, that you always gonna come back to God, then guess what? God's always gonna come back to you. So, and the sooner you get there, the sooner your blessings come. So a lot of you, if you like me, you've been hated on. People conspired against you. People that was close to you. People that you actually had exception for, and that you wished good things for, and you did good things for, and you wished them well, and you wanted to help them. You wanted to see them grow. You wanted to do all those good things for them. And they came together, and they was hating on you. And when they seen you, they lied to you. They put you under different types of stress, and had you questioning yourself. You know what I mean? And they sat back and they was hooping and hollering about it, like like if they was day one fans, of the Green Bay Packers, and they was going to the Super Bowl. They sat there at the 50-yard line screaming their head off like they was winning the Super Bowl, and that's how they were cheering about, you know, you going through your trials and tribulations. But if you remain faithful to God somehow, guess what? God made sure you shine through all of that. So while they was hooping and hollering, every time they looked at you and you was elevating a little bit, you was here. They was hooting and hollering. Then you elevate a little bit, they still hooting and hollering. You elevate a little more, they looking at you like, how's they elevating? How is they succeeding? I thought we buried that person. You elevate more, they're like, hold on, wait a minute, and then they want to start creating a different narrative. Oh, you know, they're doing something evil. They're devil worshiper. They're an evil person. They're, you know what I mean. Now you're the bad guy because the hatred and the negativity that they tried to put you under didn't hold you there. You see what I'm saying? Now the reason for that is because, again, you're blessed and highly favored. God has a higher calling for your life. You know what I mean? You are truly one of God's favorites. And you just kept shining and shining all the way through to the point to where it's like, now they look stupid because they still sitting there in the same dilapidated situation. But they made all these decisions, behind your back, to other people, celebrating other people. Now they sitting there looking broke, busted, and disgusted, used and abused. You know what I mean? Looking like somebody's redheaded stepchild. Nothing against redheaded people. I mean, I actually kind of got red hair. You see the freckles on me, you know what I mean? And my dreads, they kind of, right now it's cold and it's wintertime. But if you actually see the sun, when it hits, my hair's actually kind of got a nice brownish, golden copper, reddish tone. Similar to my skin, that's why I like brown. You know what I mean? I used to wear all black, but I like wearing brown. You know what I mean? It just really goes with my spirit. You know what I'm saying? Yo, hit the like button. You know what I mean? And like, share, and subscribe. You know what I mean? Somebody could use some of this information. It's cold out here. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all where I'm at right here. This is Tennessee, y'all. Man, we in Tennessee right now, and it's freezing cold. I'm talking about freezing cold, man. Freezing. Like snow. And you can see the mountains. I love this phone because you really can zoom in. You can zoom in on the moon and shit. Like, if this was Call of Duty, I could see a motherfucker on top of that mountain right now. You know what I mean? I love this phone, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's another thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had to actually get new phones. I'll get back to the hating part in a minute. But if you're trying to cleanse energy, just like if you had a divorce, right? Most people want to they either want to buy a new house, or if you can't afford to buy a new house, you want to buy a new bed, buy a new couch, because you been sitting up, laying up with a motherfucker that had Judas energy and stabbed you in the back, betrayed you, sabotaged you. So, you want to get an all new bed, you want to get an all new mattress, you want to get an all new couch, new dishes, rearrange your living arrangement and everything, and to cleanse the energy. But not just simply cleanse the energy, like get that person out of your head, get that person out of your spirit, that energy. You sitting there laying up in the bed with this motherfucker, you know what I mean? And then, or and they you want to lay in that bed, you don't want to lay in that bed no more. Get that energy about you. But anyway, yeah, you do need to cleanse the energy, and you need to forgive people. Because here's how it works when you cleanse energy, right? You going through a lot of stuff. People want to trap them. They want to suck into your energy like a parasite. They're truly energy vampires. Then what they want to do is they want to hide in your energy. So that way, they've taken all the good essences of your energy and left you with the negativity. So then when you start praying and having lamentations of teeth, you know what I'm saying? There's two energy signals of yours that is going up for to receive the blessings for prayers when, you know, the blessings come down. And the creator of all things is going to notice two of these energies, right? And they're going to look at one energy and say, you know, one energy is negative, one energy is angry, one energy is mad, one energy, you know, is thinking, you know, bad things. So God's not going to bless that energy. And that's usually coming from the person who is from you, the person who's receiving, you know, the bad end of the stick, you know, who's receiving the hate, who's receiving the bad energy. Then the good signal is coming from the energy thief, the person who has stolen the energy, the person who has lied to you, betrayed you, and sabotaged you into believing a lie, and then ultimately, you know, either discarded you, or, you know, they basically either they discarded you, or, you know, they put you in a situation where, you know, they just basically shut you out, cut you out, left you out in the cold, and put you up on a pedestal, you know, put you on a stick, you know what I'm saying, to be basically ridiculed and made fun of. Like they crucified you. They did some type of an energy crucifixion of you. And so they hide that part, that deception, and they just want to radiate good. They want good blessings to come into them. They are truly magicians. And so what God will end up doing, or the person that, you know, because God deals with a lot. So there is a, you know, an angelic deity that's, you know, attributed with the responsibility of doling out a certain amount of blessings. So, you know, they have to do it in so much, you know, they have nanoseconds to do this because they're angels, you know what I mean? So when they feel that energy signal with all the good radiating, how they stole your energy, you know, they get their blessings. They get your blessings. They steal your blessings because they leave you disappointed. They leave you, you know, negative. They deceive you. They lie to you. They rebel against you. They you know, they do all these evil, nasty things to you. You know what I mean? And then they run off living their best life, you know, while they've stolen attributes of their best life from being with you. From being with you, they've been able to steal attributes of their best life. You see what I'm saying? So as soon as you forgive them, as soon as you forgive yourself, start loving yourself, taking care of yourself, and forgive them, and leave it where it's at and let God deal with the rest of it. When you start praying and you start cutting those cords and you start kicking them out of your energy and you start calling your energy back to you, when you start, their prayers no longer have power. Because first of all, they weren't highly favored to begin with. They caught you at a low point in your life. They caught you at a point where you were either looking at eye candy. You know, you were like Samson. You know what I mean? Looking at eye candy. You was like Solomon, looking at eye candy. They caught you at a low point in your life. They caught you at a point where, you know what I mean, you wanted to believe the best in them by investing in the worst of them. But because you wasn't where you needed to be, you didn't see that you was doing that. But they did. They knew that whether it was love bombing, sex bombing, gaslighting, you know, whatever type of form of manipulation they was doing, that's how they got you wrapped into the situation. And then they knew, okay, as soon as they start holding me accountable, as soon as they start putting some boundaries on me, that means that they're seeing through my bullshit, and that means it's time for me to pull my greatest trick and showing them that everything that they believed in me didn't exist. You see what I'm saying? And they leave you, you know, confuddled, like, oh my God, how did this happen? I didn't even see this coming. I couldn't believe. You know what I mean? So you go through the stages of regret. You know what I mean? And the first stage of regret is anger. You know what I mean? So that's where they want you to stay trapped in, that angry energy, you know, that self-loathing energy. You know what I mean? They want you to stay there. But when you get past all of that and you start calling your energy back and you start praying again, then the angels see two signals. They see the fake energy version of you, the people who's been copying your energy, the people who's been faking to make it spiritually and energetically, the people who's been faking like they were truly highly blessed and favored, blessed and highly favored. The ones that been faking like they were the good ones, the ones that been faking like they were truly loved by God. You know what I mean? They really just didn't want to give you your just due. They knew who you were. They knew that God blessed you, and they knew that God sent you into their life to show them the way. But they truly don't love God, and they don't love themselves. Self-love is evidence of love of God. So, whatever you want to call God, self-love is evidence of that. So when they try to put you down to continuously build themselves up, but when karma starts to strike, when their energy signal, when the energy signals that they stole from you start to come down, their blessings come down and they start dealing with karma. Then they start wishing, oh, I wish that I could, wishing on a star to try to get your energy back. But you have a new energy and you've cut them out. You've cut the cord. They're no longer in your energy. So then the energy, the angel that's attributed, and God that's attributed to doling out blessings, they see two energy signals. The new you, which was always the same one there, but it's an ascended version. And then they see this fake version. And they have track records of where they sent all their blessings. So they realize, dang, we've been given our chosen one's blessings to this fake individual, this energy thief, this parasite. So now to balance the scales, we have to overbless our chosen one because they've been going through the storm and the dark night of the soul and all types of, darkness at the hands of this fake one. And we've been giving our chosen one some neglect. So they've been going through trials and tribulation. So now to even the scales, we have to give this fake one the karma that they deserve. You know what I mean? While we overbless our chosen one so that it evens the scale. You see what I'm saying? So then the negative one is where they should have been at the whole time, especially for deceiving the chosen one. And then the chosen one just rises and ascends and, everything just gets evened out. But while you're going through that, the way to get there to the beginning of it is forgiveness. Forgive yourself, forgive those individuals. I know you might be thinking, you know what? I still go through it. I still have moments where, I want to do some bad things to these people, where I think about, I don't want to do it, but I still have moments where I think about doing bad things to these people for the way that they treated me. But you can't take on God's wrath. Understand that you're a human being on this planet and that you have a mortality just like everyone else. Understand that God is in control of all of that. Leave God to deal with the wrath. You deal with the peace, love, and light. Leave God to deal with retribution. Okay? Because, these people will sit back. They have no limits to the evil things that they think up and concoct. And the reason why is because they know they've done so much that if they prayed and asked God to save them under their own energy, they are reprobated. That means rejected. That means that they're going to have to go through too much of a downtime of a storm and trials and tribulations to truly get the blessings that they desire to have. So to shortcut that, they try to steal energy from chosen ones like you, empathetic souls. And the biggest responsibility, us as chosen ones that are loved and highly favored and God's favorites and loved by God, our biggest responsibility is to be an example of God's love and light and positivity and God's grace. So when these people finally do muster up the courage to reach out to you and say to you, hey, can we talk? I'm sorry. You already know everything that they did. You might not have every nasty little detail, every little discuss. You might not have every little detail about what they did, when they did it, how they determined to come to those conclusions for themselves that they were going to do that, when they met together with these people and sat back and laughed about you and everything that you were going through, how good of a time they had while they were doing it. You might not know all of those details, but you know enough to know what happened. You know enough to know, because if you if you truly went through some things in this life, you used to think deceptive. You used to think in not so good ways. So you understand how they was doing those deceptive things. You understand how they were doing those rebellious, reprobated things. You understand how they was thinking outside of the will of God. You know. So you could put the pieces of the puzzle together to understand, okay, so this happened like that, and well, I didn't know that, but that makes sense because you did this, and then I went through that. So you'll know, all right, and if you're truly healed, you already know. You know what I mean? Because embarrassment and what true narcissistic narcissistic injury. You know what I mean? It's like, have you ever seen the movie It? It was wreaking havoc on all of those kids until they grew up and they became unafraid. And then when they had the courage to stand up against the monster, you see how the monster wanted to crawl into a hole forever and never to be heard from or again until it could sense weakness again. That's how narcissists are. Once they figure out that you see through them and their bull crap, oh, they want to run and hide for the hills. They don't want to come out and let you see them. So again, you want to, you going through some stuff, people are hating on you. You want to shine, you want to shine. You know what I mean? You want to shine like this, you know what I mean? While you going through all types of hatred, deception, sabotage, rebellion, defamation of name, people lying on you and things like that. Excuse me, people. People lying on you, talking about what they gonna do and how they gonna do this and everything else to you and all of this type of stuff. You want to get through that and you want to shine all the way through it. Let that stuff go. Walk away from that. Walk away from all of that. Because you know what? You will be upset. Excuse me. You'll be upset. You want to do something about it. You'll be, and within every spiritual law in the world, you will be right. You will be within your right mind, and you will be within, right within the spirit. If you went and go, and you would really receive blessings anyway from God, and you will go do all the things that you thinking that you need to do to balance the scales, but you will break these earthly laws, and these earthly police will put you in an earthly jail, and you'll be sitting there, talking about you got your lick back, while you behind a wall, you know what I mean? Behind a wall, with some, disheveled, unhealthy, high blood pressure, cholesterol having, bald headed, you know what I'm saying? Person sitting back that takes enjoyment out of telling you to spread and cough and feeding you some malnutrition meal 3 times a day and beating on your cell wall while you trying to sleep and turning the light on forever to, give you sensory deprivation and all types of wicked things. You know what I mean? All because you wanted to have retribution right then and there on the spot. Listen to me. Loved ones. Children of the light. Soul tribe. Practice love, light, peace, forgiveness, positivity. All right? Allow God to have retribution, wrath, and justice and all of those things. And just let God see who's who and what's what. because these people can't steal your energy for long. These people can't steal your power for long. They cannot steal your blessing. They can't steal your energy. And when they try to come back, the God's grace in you is going to make you strong enough that when they say, hey, can we talk? You say, yes, we can talk. Can, you know, if it was a homeboy and you used to sit back and smoke blunts with him, does that mean you got to go back and smoke blunts with this person? No. Does that mean you got to take this person out to eat? No. You might buy them a meal if they're struggling and show charity. If this was a love interest, or if this was another woman, if she says, hey, can we talk? Yes. Well, can I see you? Can we go on a date? Can we do hang out like old times? No. Can we go for a walk? And no. But we can talk. You know, because you gonna move past the point of needing to ask these people, how did you, like I said, how did you come to this determination? What did you think? Why did you do this? And who did you do it with? And you're going to get past that. You're going to accept it. And you're going to know exactly what happened, because that's why they're in their embarrassment. That's why they're hiding in their, you know, spiritual cave away from you, because they're embarrassed by the things that they did, because now that time has passed, and, you know, which is a man-made structure, and they can see how God's anointing has blessed you in your life. And they can see how their life has turned out based on the decisions that they made. And they can quantify, they can compare. Oh my gosh, this person is truly highly anointed and blessed and highly favored. And they can see that they made the wrong decision because they don't have the materialistics coming out. Then they can say, you know what? I made the wrong choice. So stay down with God. God's going to rise you up, and God will bless you and bring you up to a level to where your haters will have no choice but to bless you. They have no choice but to acknowledge, you know, every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess, you know what I mean, the greatness of the glory, which is the Lord. So, you know, I love you. I love you all. I love y'all. Even if you did me wrong, you know, I love you, because you know what? It's my place to love you. And, you know, it's not my place to hate you or to wish you anything wrong. But I will give this, you know, how do I say this? I will give this message. Do unto others as you want others to do unto you. Not the same person, because obviously, you know, if you thinking negatively and you know towards somebody and you cross them, chances are you're going to put yourself in a position not to get crossed by that same person. But oh my Lord, the other people that you invite in your life, thinking that you doing you know, that you getting one over on them, you know, God works through people, and the devil does too. And you know what I mean? You know, just be careful what you do to people, because, you know, just like blessings come in tenfold, lessons come in tenfold too, you know. But I love y'all. You know what I mean? 2024 is a great year. We're doing great things. I love you guys. I appreciate all the growth in this channel, even though it might not seem like it's a lot. In the spirit realm, I know that it's growing exponentially, and it's going to be a matter of time before people truly get to see what this space is about. And, you know, when they look back, you know, they're going to see like, oh, okay, homie was talking about something. Homie was spitting some knowledge here. So I love you guys. You know what I mean? Just stay blessed, you know, keep doing God's work. And, you know, be love and light and forgiveness and peace, and allow God to do the work. I love you guys. I'm about to crank this beast up. Hold on. Love it, man. We out here. You know what I'm saying? You know, got a few things to work on with this vehicle, but I love it. You know, we out here, man. You know, I can't complain. God has blessed me. And we got a lot of more to do, a lot of more. So, hey, This is a longer message than normal. This is like closer to my normal, like how I started, 30-minute message. But for the dedicated ones that want, some type of answers or guidance, you know what I mean? Look to your Bible and trust your instincts. It's within you. Love you guys. Peace.